Alright, so this is going to be my daily journal for August 21st, 2026. I made $282.20 on Lucid. My account balance is still in my drawdown. I'm still at $148,503.65. So I'm still in the hole, like $1,800 probably. On Top Step, and I already left. I think I made like 250. I think almost exactly. Made 250 and 2 cents, which is nice because I am actually net positive on the week, but I'm still currently in drawdown though, because I had a high of $100,686. So I'm slowly building my way out of my drawdown. Next point, I guess, would be to break over the 100,000 point, and I get above 246. But all in all, I'm very happy with my performance today. So I started off in the Asian market. I don't think that's 1 second. Anyways, because there's one that I was in for like 42 seconds. I don't remember why. So anyways, doesn't really matter. So started this off. Is this one that I was in with 42 seconds? No. Okay, so this one turned out to be a scratch trade. So the first thing, I guess we'll look at the hourly. All right, so I'm shorting at the bottom of hourly, right? So this thing, swept the high. What I was looking for was it to target the low for the liquidity, because it just swept the high. What I started looking at was a trend break. I obviously shorted low because where the actual break was, I was off by 13 points. Man. So yeah, like that was break happened at, what is that? 8 o'clock. I got here. I started trading around like a little bit before. I think a little before 9. Yeah. So this thing already broke the low. Well, it really doesn't matter, because I got something I want to do later on, if I have time. So that was a scratch trade. I shorted a little bit low. Then it popped up, hit my stop, and then continued down for a little bit before the reversal started. Then I started shorting MES, which I instantly regretted, because if you look at this, like, it literally looks like it's fucking barcoding. Like, it's not doing shit. I hate MES at night. I made a strict rule that I can only trade two things. So traded gold, and I took an entry on MES, so I couldn't even trade MNQ. So so that sucks. But this thing had a solid sell sequence. It literally dipped into it, and so I took short, risking off the high, um, and then I got stopped out. I just went chicken shit. Unless, actually, I might have had, was it 10 points? No, because at 10 points, I have to move my stop to break even. Is one of the rules I came up with. So I stopped out on that, and then I took another crack at MGC, and it wasn't fucking working. That one so I think this is the one I was in for 40 something seconds. Yeah. And the reason, like, I'm okay with this because I'm not supposed to get out that quickly, but I realized that I literally was like shorting the very fucking bottom of the move. I was like, dude, where you're shorting is where you should be longing, and like that's actually very accurate because I mean, the lowest point this thing even went down to after this was 3 points, and then it ripped faces off. Just went fucking crazy. But like, well, I think it's this one. Yeah. So that one, like, I added very low. That one should have been tied in with this other one. So that 14-second, like, I'm not really entirely sure how that ties in with this, but it's definitely part of this. Um, so I got my face ripped off on that. And then I took another crack at it and took another $100 loss. And that was the last trade of the Asian session. I started the day down like it was actually a little bit less on because I traded it a little bit differently on Lucid than I did on Top Step. I can't like I think that it was actually on this trade. I think that both my contracts got taken off here. The first so on the last trade, I'm pretty sure my contracts got taken off. My first exit, and then the second exit was just like um, just added, and it was like I think I did that twice, and it caused me to be like an extra $100 over Top Steps. So then I started off this morning. Um, Honestly, I really don't have a problem with with this trade. The only thing was that I got I wasn't like super fucking busy, but I had shit I had to do. I saw this was a good trade, and I had my bracket order at 6 points. What I was hoping I'd come back to was that this broke under the low, started trading down here, came back up, rejected, so I could add to it for the next leg down. And I was looking for this thing to go down. Um, we'll kind of talk about that here in a second. But so yeah, it looks pretty shitty, but that's kind of what it was. Then after the open, this thing just started to like. This is the only problem that I have. I don't have a problem with this trade because what like not really this week, but like last week, it just started fucking dying and the thing just rolled over. Um, but like obviously I'm trying to force getting in full size, which causes me to get cut up. And I add again, and I got cut. I'm just getting chopped up. Like I said, the first entry at I think 9:30. I don't have a problem with that. I don't really like the other one. Like that's the problem. It's like I need to be patient. Like if I wouldn't have done the second and third ad, I would have waited for the pop where I got taken out at. If I was shorter there, that would have been perfect. Because it went down 12 points. If I would have been in, so my first losses, I took out 3. So yeah, if I took off 2, which is what I've been kind of doing, is it goes 10 points, take off 2. Well, I give myself a $100 buffer. It gives you an opportunity to recycle. I might have got taken out right here. Then I would imagine I would probably get in, right afterwards, or over here like I did, and then it broke over and it wasn't fucking working. So then MGC. So I can't remember. I gotta look at my actually let's do that right now. MES. Let's see. No, it was MGC. So it was, yeah, it was MGC that I saw. So 1044. Yep. All right. Cool. So what I saw was fell to seek the low, broke over the high. I started scaling into this. Added one, trimmed one off up near the high, trimmed off another one, locked in $226. I think this made me break even on the day on this particular trade. And then I also longed MES. So this thing basically, like, I was watching this on MES, I believe, because it broke over the first structure, broke over the second structure, broke over the main structure, and this is where I was like, okay, dude, like, this is a long. I can't, like, I remember started looking at it up at the top where up here I was like, dude, you can't log in there. That's what have you been doing fucking wrong? Can I wait for a pullback, hopefully into the area you're looking at. Previous resistance turns into support. I started scaling in, trim some off. This is where I got chopped up at, because it came back, it started getting dojis. I was looking for it to find support here for another leg up. I added one last little piece and then got taken out. I think I took one more crack at, yes, this should be with my other gold, because they were continuations. Yeah, so I mean, you can tell pretty easily that it goes together. So like I said, fails to seek the low, breaks over structure. I start scaling in. I trim off one. I recycle like on the cup. I trim off another one. I add again on the cup. I trim off, break even, and I missed like another 20-point move. So sucks, but whatever. I'm happy. I made $357 on that one trade. And the MES would have been the last trade, and I called it a day. And like, honestly, normally I start getting really fucking greedy, but I was like, dude, you were down. I think I was down like $170 or something like that on Top Step, and then I think I was down $70 or $80 on Lucid like last night. And then, like I said, then I started digging a hole, because if you start looking at my first trades, so like I said, if you add that up, so I made $50. So that means that's negative 50, negative 150, negative 100, and like 168, $170. So I was down to like $170 on Top Step. I was down less than that on Lucid. But then I start off the day down another $60, down another $100. So now you're down like $300. I made back all of it to break even, and then I ended up with like 230. The reason this is because this is taking in all of yesterday. I hit my max loss, so like I'm still $255 in the hole from the last 2 days with a 22.22% win rate. But like, I don't know. I feel like, yeah, I did not trade very well yesterday, but I'm very proud of myself today. But what I kind of want to look at was this. So I'm trying to dial into the daily more. So like, what's the fucking patterns I'm seeing? Remove all drawings. All right. So on the daily, it swept the low. Why would this be a sweep of the low? Well, because it fucking reclaimed the low and it broke over previous structure. So now, for me, in the short term, this is bullish. What targets would I be aiming for? Well, actually, we'll do it like this. It makes it a little bit easier. That would be a target. That would be a target. And that would be a target. So, is there enough room to be trading this? Well, fuck yeah, there's enough room. Like, and like realistically, this still needs to be like really broken over, because this could just be like sweeping the high and then going to going down. But I mean, if you look at this, like, I know gold lost a lot of value from the high. Well, no, because that's okay. So that's the high. That's like, yeah, it dropped all the way to here. But like, I don't know, it's at the low, dude. This might be fucking going back up, or at least up into this area. Like, I could totally see that. Could revisit over $5,000. I don't know. Like, that'd be very interesting. But so then, like, I zoom into the 4 hour. Man, dude. So today, right? It broke over previous structure, left behind a fair value gap, which it fucking dipped into, and then took off. That's what I'm starting to look at. It's like, okay, like, higher time frame. Like, what am I seeing? Like I said on the daily, what am I seeing? Okay, well, this could be complete change. What's up, fat ass? This could be a complete change of order flow. It swept the lows, break a structure, breaks over this, man. Like it could at least be like, I don't know, consolidating. Like, I can see this thing making a reversal now. Like, it also swept these fucking lows too. Like, really. Like, it could be getting ready for its next leg up, for real. Or it could also trade up in this range, get hit with a fucking sledgehammer, and then go to all-time lows, like, or like even lower. Like, I don't know, like, no idea. But on MES, oh shit, actually no, I don't want to do that. So then you start dialing in again, right? So like I said, this thing dipped into the 4 hour. Then same shit, dude. It, like, on a lower time frame, breaks over structure, behind a fair value gap, which it dips into. Okay, cool. Now it's breaking over, breaks over structure again, dips back into the thing. Dude, this is fucking bullish as bullish. You know? So like, then I start dialing in. Like, okay, like, I want to see the higher time frame. Like, is this going up or is it going down? Like, is if on the daily it's bearish, like, the best moves to happen, like, are going to be to the upside. Why? Because like, a lot of, like, everyone sees, like, oh dude, it's bearish. I like, this is going to go down. Okay, well, on the days that fucking decides not to go down, those are the days you make a lot of money on. Why? Because the herd is going short and you're playing the opposite direction. Like, it can be a good way to trade. Then same thing on MES, right? So set on the can't remember what the hell I had this. Was this a 4-hour level? Yeah, but it's off a little bit. No, this was the daily level because when I started trading it, it was low, and I was just like, because it had this giant death candle, right? I was like, dude, there's no way this is gonna fucking sweep over this. But one thing I did not think is, I also did not think that this is like, I thought that if this did turn red and started to break the low of day, like this could be really, really, really bad. So I drew that level. Like I don't know if that's like realistic or not. Then I started looking at the 4-hour. I saw this downtrend. Saw a possible sweep to the low, but it's got a re-break over structure. Honestly, for me, it really didn't do like a shit ton today. Like as far as like, I mean, it's 47-point move, but like I don't know. You start seeing like those 100-point days and shit. Like that's where things get a little crazy. For me, like I can see a head and shoulder pattern getting held up by this. I can see this going to the downside again. That's my read on the hourly at least. I mean, basically the same fucking thing. I mean, I could be wrong. I also see uptrend, so it'll be interesting to see how this reacts on Sunday night. Even better, head and shoulders. $15. So like I said, start seeing like you start drawing in a fellow seek, it's breaking over structure. Left behind fair value gap, pulls up here, does all of its shit, pulls back, gives you, in my opinion, the best long of the day. You start getting into these dips. This thing fucking went up almost 40 points. So, in my opinion, that would have been the best trade of the entire day, which I did. Yeah, I did. I think that is exactly where I got in at. I got in right after that because that's the fell to seek that I saw. I'm almost fucking positive that's the fell to seek I saw. Fell to seek the low. Broke over structure, bigger structure. Let's see, is that what 1047? That has definitely got to be the fucking long that is. Motherfucker move. Yep. Same exact one. Like I said, you start doing this over and over and over and over and over and over. Start seeing shit. I had the fair value gap drawn in already. Came down, fell to seek, break over structure. Beautiful. And had a high of 77. Oh, this is, I was looking at fucking gold. Like, that's the other thing. I've been noticing this shit. Like, gold and equities are basically fucking following each other again. Like, really. Like, there for a while, they were like mirroring each other, and they stopped for a while. They're doing it again. I said, fell to seek, broke over structure, broke over bigger structure. That's when I started seeing it there. Long, long, sell, sell, long, long, and I got chopped up right there. So, anyways, I'm very, very happy. I don't know if this month is even salvageable, but one second. So I have another week. Probably not salvageable. This month and last month were probably the worst months I've ever had, and like these back to back like losses. One second. Yeah, so it definitely wasn't as bad as I thought. It was actually like the last week or the second last week in June. That's what fucked me because like I was trading like a fucking rock star here. Small loss, okay, no problem. Small loss, okay, whatever. Like this is when things started getting fucked up. Is like around July 6th on, just fucking terrible. This is the worst week of my entire career, of my entire fucking career. Like I've never went straight fucking red days ever in my fucking life. Like that is fucking insane. But then um August, fuck dude, like I mean, I almost did it again both of these weeks. I mean, like what is this, dude? Not, you made $9, 14. So I mean, basically, I fucking repeated it again. I have no idea how the fuck that's $9. That doesn't make any sense. There's no way I was fucking break even on those days. On August 13th and August 14th, I'm gonna have to dig into that because that's fucking weird. Then my first ever day that I was just like, dude, no, you fucked up. It was on this account. I fucked up on my Lucid account, which I lost almost 2K one day. So no bueno. So that's when I really started to chill out. I made $1,000 day, and then on Top Step, I think I made $1,200 or $300 on this day. Is that on a different account though? Because I can't remember if I blew that account or not. I might have blown that account. I think I blew that account. No, I did. There she is. But this day made me in my drawdown, and I was like, okay, I need to start trading smaller. And I don't know, I've been averaging about $300 a day. I have my max loss right there, and I'm just chugging along, trying to do what I can. So, anyways, that's basically a daily recap. I wanted to kind of go back and look at the trades again. How could you have traded this short though? Because this did give another like I got a beautiful long to the upside, but then like if you look at this, so I think I got in like I think it's like right in here. No, it was not late. No, but anyways, the absolute best spot you could have got in at, in my opinion, was like right there. It's 30 points up. Well, I was also going off of like the best place to get in. So like for me, I don't know. Like honestly, like this ain't gonna fucking happen. But that like obviously that would have been the best place to get in at. But I guess there really wasn't any real chance of really getting in. There's only like 15 points from like a decent clear entry because you could have got in here risking off of that. I would have done that. This thing pulled all the way back, broke previous structure, broke underneath this, breaks under, starts popping back up, basically starts finding the same fucking resistance again. I don't know. Anyways, I'm exhausted. We're going to sleep. Go hang out with my wife. So this is my daily journal for August 21st. Cheers.